Okay, so good day again, class. So let's continue our research class. So we have here an introduction of our research. Okay, so what is research? Okay, so why do we keep on imposing students to do research? And every time we hear that to instructors, we should do research on a certain topic, on a certain subject. But what really is research? Okay, is it a Google search that we just wanted to type a certain topic and then you get that? And then is that a research? Okay, because sometimes us, especially as millennials, well, I consider myself a millennial, especially us, we just wanted to, if we just search Google and then a certain topic and then we call that a research. Is that a research? Okay. Is it a report? Like if we do something, that's it? Is that a research already? Okay. Is it searching the web? Okay, like searching anything, like you go to the YouTube, you go to anywhere, any Google Scholar. Is that a research? Okay. Or is looking it up in a book, or are we referring to textbooks? Like really reading textbooks, published textbooks? Is that also a research? Okay. So we have your definition of research. Okay, so it is the systematic process of collecting and analyzing information to increase our understanding of an issue. Okay, so it's not just a Google search. Okay, it's not just reading textbooks. Okay, it's not just searching in YouTube. Okay, but if you combine everything, and then you collect data and you process and analyze information for us to have a bigger understanding of or bigger picture of issue, then that is research. Okay? According to Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, research is something like a careful search or diligent search. Why careful search? Because when we do research, it's not just something that we use certain data or certain information and then we put it in our write-ups. No. Because when you do research, data are based on facts. Okay? It is a studious inquiry or examination, especially investigation or experimentation aimed at the discovery and interpretation of facts, and revision of accepted theories or laws in the light of new facts or practical application of such new or revised theories or law. Okay, so you cannot just simply do Google search, you cannot just simply rely on YouTube, but again, all data, okay, are based on facts. And the collecting of information about a particular subject. That is what is research according to Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary. Okay? According to Greenfield in 1996, research is an art aided by skills of first inquiry. Of course, we need to know what the problem is. We need to inquire. What are those data that we need to gather? What are those problems that we need to solve? And what are the solutions that we wanted to give? Okay. Experimental design. Okay, it's very obvious. Data collection, and then data collection should be reliable and again based on facts. Measurement and analysis. Of course, our data should always be measurable. Okay? And should be analyzed properly by interpretation and by presentation. Okay? All of our data should be interpreted, may it be in statistics, may it be in actual design, and then we apply it in the real life situation, and also by presentation. Okay? Research is a systematic and refined technique of thinking, employing specialized tools, instruments, and procedures in order to obtain a more adequate solution to a problem, according to Zulueta and Costales in 2003. Okay, we employ specialized tools. Okay, what are those? So for example, in our research, what we do, most of the electronics, we do microcontrollers with the tools, and then we do trial and error for our instruments, and we program them properly so that our results are very reliable. Okay? And according to Charles, research is a careful, systematic, patient investigation undertaken to discover or establish facts and relationships. It is being emphasized here that research is a careful. Okay? We need to be careful about presenting our facts. Patient investigation. We cannot just do research in one sitting. We cannot just do research in 1 week or even in 1 month. No, that's not what research is. Okay? According to UMA, research is a careful inquiry or examination to discover new information or relationships to expand and verify existing knowledge. Okay? Oh, see, we have here expand and verify existing knowledge. Okay? Research can be also a form of validation. Okay, to a certain thing that we believe is acceptable, is possible. Okay. The systematic or rigorous investigation of a situation or problem in order to generate new knowledge or validate existing knowledge, according to Vaisali in 2014. Okay? So what is the importance of research? What the importance of research? Okay? It is a vehicle for mobility. Okay? When we do research, okay, it means that our progress is increasing. And without research, everything is stagnant. Okay? What, for example, in this COVID-19, okay, we have this virus. And what they did for the vaccine, they do research. Because if they don't do research on the vaccine, then all of us might get infected someday. Okay? It is a contribution towards the attainment of our national goals. What are those goals that we have? We have the national food security and other agenda of the government. Okay? What happens now to our rice fields? What happens now to our food? Okay? You might someday make some research on how to attain those national goals. So what is the purpose of research? Okay? The principal goal of research is the preservation and improvement of the quality of life. Of course, we do not do research to go back to ages, but they will be our basis of the future to improve the quality of human lives. For example, we have there like our what they call this, automobiles. Okay, now we have automobiles powered by diesel. Okay, before we only have gasoline, so now we buy diesel at lesser cost, but there are also again some what they call this, some negative effects of that. And for a very good example, to improve the quality of human life, our cell phones. Okay, uh, it will always be convenience function that you always talk in order to, I mean, when we do research, for example, in our cell phones, before, our cell phone can just do call and text. But now it connects people to people from different places and different country. We have social media. It is a come up of research, guys. Okay? To serve man, to provide good life, okay, may it be in agriculture, environmental studies, sustainability, energy, electronics, what other fields? Business, research will always be there. And man has attained great progress and comfort in life because of our researchers, where you will be one day. Okay? The purpose of research are as follows, specifically to discover new facts of known phenomena. Okay? We cannot just say, oh, I discovered something. Okay? We cannot do research without facts of a known phenomena. Okay? We find solution to problems that are only partially solved. For example, um, shall we say, um, let's say some how do we say that? Uh, okay, our battery. Okay, ages our battery are very very big. Okay, then well, it was partially solved the problem of electricity. Okay, the power of mobile devices. Okay? So before, our batteries are very, very big. They even carry it in backpacks. But now, because of research, we have found solution to put batteries in very small packs. Because we're aiming also for low power. A product of research. Improve or develop new products. Okay, very, very common, especially in our cellular phones, laptops, and other mobile devices. Discover and recognize substances or elements. Validate generations into systematic order. It provides basis for decision making in any undertaking. Okay? It satisfies the research curiosity. Of course, we will not do research if we don't know the problem is. We should have a problem that we wanted to solve that we are very curious. Okay? So for example, like the existence of people in Mars. Okay? Elon Musk is just so curious if it's possible that Mars could be livable. So they went to Mars, they sent a rover to Mars to satisfy their curiosity and do some research. Okay? Acquire better and deeper understanding about one phenomenon to another. Okay, on the basis, let's say we have now some solutions in in our flood, okay, flood control, okay. But even we do have flood control, why do we still experience that, especially in USTP? Okay, so there might be another options, another solutions that we need to come up in order for us to get a better solution or very means to control the flood. Okay, to verify existing knowledge, it's very, very important. Okay, all research comes from an existing knowledge. Okay, improve educational practices by raising the quality of school products. Of course, that's what we do research. We also wanted to improve the educational practice of USTP. Promote health and prolong life, especially now. Okay, with biomedical fields. Okay, they did so much research on how we can do mobile equipments, mobile gadgets, for example, even doing some what they call this blood pressure test. We don't need some human interaction anymore because of research. They did a BP testing by just you, by yourself. Even the counting of your heartbeat, you could do that in your cellular phone. Okay? And enhance man's basic life needs. Okay? I hope you got the purpose of research. Okay? And now let's go to the characteristics of research. Okay? First, it should be empirical. Okay? Points to the need to gather factual data and to test subjective reality and have the findings open to further scrutiny and testing. Okay? Your research, you cannot say that, okay, I have done this. There should always be validation and testing. Okay? It is based on direct experience or observation by the researcher. Of course, there should be a problem that needs to be addressed. And the collection of data relies on practical experiences. Just very good example, the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay? How they did the correction of data? By practical experience. For example, Sinovac, they did it as a basis from curing hepatitis and flu. Okay? So the Chinese or Sinovac is not just a product of, new something or what, but it is a product of a research done before in formulating vaccines. Next, it should be logical and systematic, based on valid procedures and principles. Okay? You cannot just do research without a basis. There should always be theories and principles behind of conducting that one. Scientific investigation is done in an orderly manner to enable researcher to draw valid conclusions, which is important for decision making. Okay? Again, investigation is scientific. You cannot just do predictions based on gut feeling. Okay? Everything should be supported with theories and laws existing. Okay? Cyclical. Okay, it starts with a problem and ends with a problem. Of course. Okay, it will always be an open-ended, an open-ended cycle or an open-ended solution. Next, it should be analytical. It utilizes proven analytical procedures in gathering data. Okay, when we do analysis, well, we can do analytical procedures in gathering data such as chi-square. Okay, when we do analysis, we do MATLAB, we do other form of statistics that are proven. Okay, that these statistical tools really suits our data gathering based on our problem. Okay, replicability. Research design and procedures are replicated to enable the researcher to arrive at valid and conclusive results. Okay? Similarities and difference of replicated research can be compared. Okay, we can do that. We can just do research based actually on our literature reviews. That based from these journals, we can then do similarities and comparisons. Okay, what are the differences based on these existing designs? And we can do research from that. The more replicated of researchers there are, the more valid and conclusive the results would be. Okay? And lastly, it should be critical. It exhibits careful and precise judgment. Okay? We should be critical thinking always. Okay? And we need to be careful in doing our hypothesis and in doing our conclusion. Okay? I hope you've learned something today. And if you have questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you.